Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, we are from group 7. We want to present about application of two stateless square method in simulation equation model for foreign trade equation and payment balance. Yeah. Here's the member group. There is Karmila Fandora, Queentha Monica, and me, Yusuf Avicena. Now they ask the table content is the preliminary and following that concept and theory is present by me. The balance of payment concept and theory and hypothesis is by Queentha, and the last research method and material result and discussion is present by Karmila Fandora. 1. Preliminary. Plugin thread is an activity to the output of goods or service carried out by residents of a country with residents of other countries in the world. Plugin thread has a broad impact on the economy of a country, especially in developing countries, including Indonesia, with low incomes that make it impossible to accumulate savings and capital. Yeah, the simulation of the problem to be analyzed in the study are 1. The extent to which the influence of foreign income, exchange rates, and net domestic interest on Indonesia foreign trade, and to what extent are the effect of exchange rates, domestic interest rate, money supply, foreign interest rate, and foreign rate on Indonesia balance of payment. Yeah, based on the problem formulation, previously said the study aims to analyze the effect of foreign income, the effect of exchange rates. Next is foreign trade concept and theory. In general, foreign trade is the activity of trading the output of goods or service carried out by residents of a country with residents of other countries. Yeah, according to Bakrudin, foreign trade is the process of exchange products, goods, and services between one country and another on a voluntary basis. And according to Tambunan, a country foreign trade influenced by exchange rate, domestic income, foreign income, and domestic interest rate. Yeah. This, according to Sudiono, the balance payment equation is the sum of current account balance plus the capital and financial account balance. Meanwhile, according to international economic theory, the current account is formed based on record flow of export activities and import activities. Yeah, the trade balance. Yeah. Meanwhile, according to Tambunan, current transaction also consists of international current transfers. Based on this statement, the current account functional equation can be formulated as follows. You can see at the slides where the transaction transfers line, and furthermore, according to Samini 2010, the function of the trade balance is as follows. You can see at the slide. Yeah, thank you. That's all for me. Now, the Queentha, I give to Queentha. Yeah, it's yours.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. Next material is about hypothesis. Next slide. Hypothesis about the problem to the discuss through this research. First is foreign income, exchange rate, and domestic interest rate have a significant effect on Indonesian foreign trade. You can see this is the formula. Next is the effect of exchange rate, domestic interest rate, money supply, foreign interest rate, and foreign trade have a significant effect on Indonesian balance of payment. And you can see the formula. Next slide is about research and method. The types of research. This research is include descriptive and associative research. Descriptive research is research that describe or explain something as is it. And associative research is research that aims to see that relationship between independent variable. Next, the types and resource of data. First, the type of data is the study, is documentary data. Documentary data has been published by certain agencies, and the data research in the study is secondary data. Next. Next about stationary tests. Stationary data are used to avoid spurious or nonsense regression problem. For this reason, an analysis is carried out whether the time series data used in this analysis are integrated. This test is performed using the unit root test by Gujarati on 2003. The data is said to be stationary if the probability value is smaller than 0.05. Next. Next about cointegration test. The cointegration model used in this study is in the eagle-grade or EG or augmented eagle-grade or EAG models. If the residual value that has been estimated from each probability equation is smaller than alpha equal with 0.05, then HO is rejected or HA is accepted, which means that the equation is cointegration. Next. Next, about the Chenger causality test. This test is essence can indicate whether a variable has a two-way relationship or only one direction. About this from Nakrovi in 2016. Next is mathematically to see whether y2t causes y1t or not. Several steps can be done. First is HO is y2t does not cause y1t. In regression, this means that all regression coefficients are worth 0. So the hypothesis can also be written as you can see. The second is make a full regression and get some square or error or SSE. Next. Analysis model. This analysis study use a model which can consider as two-way relationship as well as can indirect relationship between one variable and another. About hypothesis testing, F-test, this test is done to see the effect between the independent variable and the dependent variable as a whole. The result of this test will also be compared with the value in table test. Okay, that is all. Thank you.
Material results and discussion. A research results. 1. Stationarity test. Stationarity testing is carried out using the program if its variable is stationary at a certain level, namely the one as difference and to and different. 2. Configuration test, which means the active equation in this study are CO or explain each other. In other words, even all the variables in each equation in this study is stationary. But all variables in each equation of a long-term relationship or balance between variables so that choose the equation on launcher contains the problem of false regression. Next. 3. Linear causality test. In essence, the test can indicate whether a model has a two-way relationship or only action if the probability value is smaller than alpha equal 0.05, its O is rejected or it's accepted, which means that the two variables have a two-way relationship of or influence each other. Next, the model estimation analysis in this test. The origin penetration model, balance of payment equation model, testing, divided into two, hypothesis 1 and hypothesis 2. Next, B, discuss the influence of foreign income, exchange, rates, rates domestic to Indonesian foreign trade. The effect of exchange rates, domestic interest, money supply, foreign interest rates, and trade on Indonesian balance of payments. Okay, enough explanation by me. And next, I give
Yeah, thank you for Queentha and Karmila to the presentation about the presenting. Yeah, and thank you for the participant and the presenting. I hope uh, we will better next time, and yeah, thank you very much. That's all for us. I'm Yusuf Avicena. And Karmila Fandora and Queentha. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.